Oh, it does say early access. Completely missed that. Let me check other settings here. Can we increase the quality? Yeah, we've put it to high, so I don't know if that's going to make any difference. I guess we'll find out. Go to campaign. We're now going to continue the adventure with Time is Money. Alfred Balware, known as Crazy Fred, was conducting sprays with his well-worn old farming machine. The weather conditions were perfect. It appears a malfunction forced the pilot to make an emergency landing in a cornfield. Head to the scene and determine the cause of the accident. We're getting two conflicting pieces of music here. I hope one's going to cut out when I continue, otherwise I will just cut the music altogether. Okay, that's better. So just like in training, we're going to take the backpack from the trunk. And then we're going to go find the wreckage. I can hear the fire. I assume it's going to be around here somewhere. Ah, there we go. We've got flames to extinguish, so let's get the fire extinguisher out first. Wow, they take a bit more to put out, don't they? Yeah, that's better than the training flames. Then we have a victim to check the condition of. Okay. I may not have been paying attention, but I didn't. Ah. He's in the actual plane. That sounds like a little snore. The pilot is alive. Call for help. I guess we get our phone out. Ah, look, it's 112 again. Good number, certainly in the EU. And the UK will accept it as well. Well, that was the easiest one we've dealt with. Right, mark the crash site. So. I guess we need to put sticks all around this time. There we go. And now to secure the evidence. Well, I'm seeing things like this over here right now. All over the place around here, isn't it? See how much I can do without the drone. But I suspect the drone is going to be necessary. Oh, got another wheel here. Oh, what's that over there? That's a garbage can, okay. That looks important. Oh, yes, it is. Okay, let's go for the drone. Let's get a map first. And do a scan for parts. We're in zone 3 right now, so let's check there first. Nothing there. Zone 4 then. Couple of items there. So we're pointing this way. We're going to move a little bit to the right and go straight from there. We'll be referring back to that, I'm sure. Hang on. Like sort of over here, maybe? So I suspect this is one of the items it's just seen. Yes, it is. Okay, but there's another item over here somewhere. What's that? Is that what it's on about? No, over here somewhere. This is something I'd improve. I want to see the map coming up all the time. Oh, hello. What's this? Is that what it's on about? That is what it's on about. Right. Zone 2 next. Nothing. And finally, Zone 1. Two items. One by the plane and one further down the road. Okay. Oops, that's not the button I wanted. So one by the plane, it said. Yep, bit of the propeller. And one down the road. Bit further. Ah! Cool, right. Camera time. Got a few places to take photos from. One there, two by the plane, and one over there. So, obviously the plane's an important picture. Yeah. Now then. Can't jump so much with the camera on. That, and yeah, that. And finally... Okay, and let's transport back to the hangar. It's all very jolly, this music, isn't it? Read the documents of the case. So same as last time, we start there and we move through all this slot here. So we know this plane is a... this place was a Cloverdale. The type of aircraft is an Airduster 205. There is a flight data recorder. The flight route is spraying on the farm in Cloverdale. One passenger, which was the pilot. No victims. The pilot is Crazy Fred Balware. And the description of event: Crazy Fred, a farmer from Cloverdale, took off in his air tractor 502 and was spraying his cornfield. Suddenly, without any apparent reason, the plane started to descend. Thanks to the pilot's experience, he was able to make an emergency landing. I'm going to make one point here. It says Air Tractor 502 here, but it says the aircraft is an Airduster 205. Bit of consistency would be nice. So, we've got a technical log. And there's quite a few technical logs. They should be a bit more consistent with their dating format. I'm assuming that's more a reality thing there, but yes. So 24th of July, was that 21? I fixed the throttle because it was sticking. Now it sounds great. Harvest. The engine is running worse and worse. I've looked at it, but I don't know what's wrong. I have taken it to Stanley. Who's Stanley? 18th of February 2022. Oh, we've had the telephone number added. Engine regeneration, fluid replacement, hydraulic system inspection. No other repairs were performed. The owner has been informed about the poor technical condition of the aircraft. Inspection repairs carried out by Stanley Woodson, license number 309512. March. I installed the black box. They ask why, and I tell them that I can. 16th of May. I attached new spray tanks. Now one flight will and everything will be sprayed. Oh dear. June. There was a problem with the radiator, but I fixed it with grey tape. Yeah. It's not the best technical log I've ever seen, but okay. Flight log. So, 24th November. I flew to Fairmont for some bigger shopping. Everything is working fine. February. I'm checking if the plane is in good condition. It would be helpful if Stanley could take a look at it. 18th of March. I went to the Fairmont Fair. I ate some delicious food. Maybe a bit too much, and now I have a stomachache. What is this? A pilot log or a diary? April, second half. It's time for some vegetable spraying. With the new tanks, it goes even faster. Okay? I'm still flying over the fields. If all goes well, I'll have sprayed the entire cornfield in 2 weeks. Oh dear. So we've got some photographic evidence, which is the photos I took. Photo doesn't add anything to the case. Nothing there. The tank is not an original part of the airplane, which we've already established. And that photo doesn't add anything to the case either. Okay, testimony of the witnesses. Sergeant Kowalski. What a break! I managed to determine that the witness to the accident was neighbour Mike. Perhaps his testimony will be helpful. The phone number has been added. At St. Mary's Hospital. Mr. Fred Balware was admitted to our hospital in critical condition and has not regained consciousness yet. When his condition improves, I'll inform you by email. We also added their phone number there. Wow. So before I go any further, I'll get out of that there. Was the spray tank too large? Right, we have witnesses to call. Mechanics down there. This plane was held together with duct tape. Inspections? What inspections? As long as something was working, it was working. And when it broke down, Fred fixed it himself. I don't know why, but Fred insisted on having a black box in the plane. So I helped him install it. Maybe there'll be some information on it. So we'll be checking the black box. And neighbour Mike. I was sitting on the porch and watching Crazy Fred fly over the cornfield. At one point, the plane went straight down to the ground. Luckily, Fred is a good pilot and somehow managed to land. Maybe it's because of those huge tanks he attached to the plane himself. I told him, just like a friend, that with those big tanks, he won't go far. Check the aircraft's lifting capacity. Perform a surface scan. So we've got more clues to add to the board now after that. So we've got the black box. And Fred is in the hospital. I'm assuming we don't have any emails yet. No, we do not. Okay. So we're going to reconstruct the wreckage now. Quickly grab the power drill. So that's the back wheel. That will go on here. Come on. Is there a way to kneel down? I can see jump. We'll look at that in a minute. Left wheel. Yeah, this is the left. Cool. We've got a couple of propellers. We're missing one propeller. Oh no, there it is. Sorry. Okay, low battery on the drill, so let's replace that. Seems like an unnecessary mechanic for this kind of game, but they want to do it, so I'll go for it. Feel like I should have done the tank before the shield, but it seems to let me do that. And it wants to moan about a low battery thing. Fine. And then put that there. So let's do a scan of the wreckage. surface scan, I believe it was, it needed. An email has arrived. Check your inbox. And we also want to inspect the black box. Let's do the black... Oh, hang on. Have we got blueprints? Talk about an invisible wall. Okay, well, let's check the email then. I was going to check the blueprints first. The scans show that the additional crop spray tanks did not affect the aircraft's payload capacity and were not the cause of the accident. Wow. So hang on, did we get something here? No, we didn't. Right, where's the black box? Again, it's an air tractor AT502. Looks like it's left-hand side again. Oh, we got a fuel tester as well. Cool. Guess maybe we'll be checking that in a minute. Is it under the seat? Oops, didn't mean to do that. Oh, hello. There's a vial. We'll need to look at that. Let's get the flight recorders first. Put the power drill down. Let's get the vial sent off for analysis. Well, I've just seen it. Evidence like that, you do not leave it lying around when you find it. So, to the packing stand. And let's get you to the courier right away. And now prepare for the horrible noise of the black box.
What the hell? What's going on? Fuel? Fry, damn it, fry! What happened? What the hell? What's going on?
That sounded like fuel. Interesting. Let's check the email, see what it says. Recording decoder successfully, reading results. During the flight, the engine stopped functioning. The probable cause was fuel depletion. Recommendations: check the fuel level. So we gained a new clue. Everything seems okay, so we can put an X on that one. Out of fuel, we need to look in at that. So, check the fuel gauge in the cockpit. Just that one there. Tank is half full. Confirm this with the fuel tester. Okay. Where are we? There. We'll cover all this, because why not? So I did say I'd seen the fuel tester, so let's grab it. Please grab it. Check the aircraft blueprints first. Okay. Let's find the location of the fuel tank. So we go here. We'll hover over fuel tanks there. It's at the... Got one on each wing and one at the back. Check the fuel level of the fuel tester in the tank. So now I can pick this up. Got one testing point here. Don't drink, it's weird. Okay. That's not putting any fuel in, is it? So we need to take that cover off. Okay. Put you there. I mean, they could have positioned the plane a little bit better, but it's not horrendous. The tank is empty. Discuss that with the mechanic. This way around. Oh, courier's back. Couple of things to check there then. So put that there, and this evidence needs to sit on the raised pallet for whatever reason. So I want to see what's in the in that first. From University Institute of Chemistry and Physics. Hello, we have analysed the substance provided, and we can confidently state that it contains ordinary aspirin. The powders could not have had any impact on the pilot's psychomotor skills. That's a great word. Best regards. So the substance had no influence on the crash. So I'll quickly put that up and go, nope, not interested. Now then, mechanic. Fuel gate's not working. Showing the wrong value. Very likely. Agricultural machines aren't subject to mandatory inspections. I suspect that half of the systems were faulty and barely holding up. Ugh. Okay, let's continue with the clues. So I'll put you there. We have an email from St. Mary's Hospital Intensive Care Unit. Good morning. I wanted to inform you that Mr. Fred Balware has regained consciousness and his condition allows for questioning. Best regards, Dr. Alicia Kingston. So his phone number is now in our phone. I feel weak. I don't know what happened. Was there not enough fuel? The cage hasn't worked for a year. So he knew. But I was refueled with 200 gallons of fuel and it was enough. This time my new employee Pedro refueled the plane. Oh no. Crazy Pedro now. I speak English little. I'm not going to do an accent. I speak English little. Si, senor. I tank airplane. As Senor Alfredo said, 200 litres. Pedro filled it with 200 litres instead of 200 gallons of fuel. Good, good. Translation issues. There we go. Oh, Crazy Fred modified his plane and installed additional spray tanks. However, it had no impact on the crash. It turned out the cause of the disaster was the poor grasp of the English language by the employee Pedro. He misunderstood Fred's instructions, and instead of pouring 200 gallons into the tank, he filled it with 200 litres of fuel. The damaged fuel gauge did not alert the pilot that he was running out of fuel, which led to the plane's descent. It's one of those situations. So many things went wrong, and if just one had been fixed, there's a good chance they'd have avoided the whole accident. Crazy Fred, he wasn't bothered by the accident. He stated that apparently it wasn't his time yet. He bought a new plane that he still personally pilots. However, this time he takes better care of its technical condition. Pedro, in his anger, Fred fired him from his job and wanted to press charges. However, he quickly remembered that Pedro was employed illegally. Ultimately, a week after returning from the hospital, he rehired Pedro. To avoid similar mistakes, he invested in an English language course for his employee. Wow, okay. What about a visa? Okay, so that took 16 minutes and 5 seconds. Not bad.